Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Chabby's 2 Cents, the show in which I talk about whatever and drop my 2 cents. Today we are comfy and cozy because it is girls' movie night. Ooh, let's go. G&O. Ooh, ooh, let's go. G&O. Because it's a girls' night. Girls' night in, actually. Because we're talking about a movie. Now, you're probably reading the thumbnail and the title and you're like, why the fuck are we talking about this movie? Also, I just want to address the fact that there's probably noises going on in the background and there's construction. There's nothing I can do about that. There's literally always noises going on around here. So, sorry. And plus, I'm not home alone today. So, I might have to be a bit quieter. That means I could just do ASMR. Okay, so today we'll be talking about Magic Mike 2. And before you judge me, before you click off, before you get your brain running laps, why are we talking about the stripper movie? Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. The movie's actually so adorable. Like, no, because you don't understand. It's so cute. Like, the movie is just pure serotonin. Like, it's just so serotonin. Like, I just don't know what to say. Like, we just okay. So first we're gonna start off with should we start off with like what the movies are about, or okay, so first we're gonna start off with the first movie, which I don't y'all, what was that? What was that? Also, I'm not like I was gonna dress up for the second episode, but then like I literally filmed the whole second episode, but I didn't like the topic and I didn't like the way my energy was. So I scrapped it. So now we're doing like lazy bonnet on pajamas and stuff. Anyways, let's talk about the first movie. Now, what is the first movie about? So the first movie, Magic Mike Wern, is about what is that movie about? Like, see, okay, so Channing Tatum plays a guy named Mike, obviously by the title, and he recruits Alex Pettifer. I literally cannot say his last name without saying the other P word that sounds like Pettifer. Every time I hear his last name, that's all I can think about. Anyways, so Mike recruits Alex Pettifer's character. I don't even remember his name. Who cares? Who cares? To join his stripper club with their ringleader Matthew McConaughey, and Alex Pettifer's sister is not about her brother being a stripper, and yeah, that's literally it. There's nothing else to it. Like let me pull up my notes, child. Okay, so qualm number one. What was that? What was that? Nah, let me get. I need emotional support edible because, like, what was that, y'all? Like, what? That was. Like, okay, so riddle me this. When you think of Magic Mike, right? You think, ooh, that's the sexy stripper movie with Jen Tatum, right? That's the second movie. Do you know what the first movie is? A boring, slow, yellow, indie freaking boy movie. Like, that movie is so terrible. Like, why is that literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen? That might be a reach. I'm not gonna lie. Is it? I like a lot of bad movies, but that's gotta be one of the worst movies I've never seen. I've ever seen. Like, I will never rewatch that movie. You don't have to watch. I'm just gonna tell you this right now. You don't have to get or watch the first movie in order to get the second movie. That is also what's so great about the second movie. It stands alone. Like, I just don't even understand. Like, okay, so the first movie is like a completely different thing than the second. Like, it literally has. I don't know if it's the same direct. No, I think it's the same director for both movies, which is insane because they're literally different genres entire like they're literally different genres, different aesthetics, different vibe. Like, it's a literal different thing. Like, do not watch the first movie. The first movie is not slay. The first movie is not a slay. Like, the movie was advertised to be, ooh, Channing Tatum, Hollywood heartthrob, is gonna be a stripper with Alex Pettyfer and Matthew McConaughey, and it's ooh, sexy time and hot guys, and it was supposed to give that. There ain't a damn thing sexy about that movie. It is that movie will dry you up real well. Dry the entire movie. I literally had to stop myself from throwing up and gagging at least 5 times because it was so sick to me. It was sick, like it was. I would say it was straight aganda, but like times 10. Like, it was not good. Like, it was the most terrible form of straight aganda that ever existed. Like, I watched that movie and I was like, I don't think I like men anymore. Because it was that bad. I was like, maybe I don't like men anymore. maybe, maybe I should move on from them. Maybe I should take them out of my interests. That it was that bad that I literally had to cancel all men. Like, you will pay for your crimes. Okay, so anyways, I feel like I haven't even really explained why the first movie is so bad. Like, I just don't know what to say besides it's slow, it's boring. Like, what is going on? Like I said, when you hear the words Magic Mike, you think it's the sexy stripper movie starring Channing Tatum. The first movie does not give that at all. There is like point 0.5 performances in that movie, and they're all ass. They're all ass. Like, there's probably like one good performance that slayed a bit. And it was Channing's solo performance. The only good performance in the first movie is Channing's solo performance. Like, he ate that. Like, one thing Channing Tatum is gonna do is he's gonna dance. And he's gonna dance so well. Like, he's gonna dance, he's gonna slay a solo performance. Like, he's going to dance and he's gonna eat it up every time, okay? But the other girls were not given that. Like, whew, child, like, what was like Alex Pettyfer's character when he gets recruited and he has to do his first performance. Child, what was that? I nearly slammed my laptop shut. I nearly stopped the movie and gave it half a star on Letterboxd. I nearly killed it. I literally killed my internet. I nearly moved out of my apartment. I sold my life. I literally had to bleach our eyeballs. Like, his character goes, because I don't even remember what the fuck happened. Who cares? One of the performers can't perform, and Alex Pettyfer's character has to go on instead by himself. It is nasty. Like, I'm pretty sure I cried like 3 times in that movie from being so disturbed. And this scene was one of them. So Alex Pettyfer's character goes on, right? And he just likes taking off his clothes in the club, and the girlies are loving it. They're screaming, they're eating it up. I'm like, what? He's not even like dancing or giving a shimmy or like a performance. No. He's literally just standing on stage and just taking off articles of clothing. Like, be fucking for real. Be so for real. Like, go girl, give us nothing. That is the entire movie, is go girl, give us absolutely nothing. Besides Channing Tatum. He's the only one who slayed. But he couldn't save the movie. Like, some of his performances were not slay either. Like, he could not save the movie. And don't get me started. Do not get me started on Matthew McConaughey. Like, oh god. I was fighting for my life every time his character was on screen. Like, every time he opened his mouth, I thought he was gonna hop out the screen and call me an N-word bitch. Like, I just. Like, his character was nasty. He smelled. Like, his character. Can I even call it that? His caricature was just Southern boy. Honestly, a little homoerotic. If we're being serious, like, why was he touching up on Alex Pettiford like that? Like, that's crazy. Like, he just did not. Like, what was going on? Like, was I supposed to laugh? Was I supposed to giggle? Was I supposed to chuckle? Was I supposed to laugh at anything he said? Because his character was like very over the top, not supposed to take what he says like literal or to heart. He's just like a caricature. He's gonna say some weird shit and you're just like, oh, that's Matthew or whatever. I don't even remember his character's name. These characters have some weird ass stripper names. I'm not repeating that. Not here. Like, was I supposed to laugh at some of the crazy shit he said? Because it was just not. Like, I can't even tell you what he said. I literally blacked out. I don't even remember what his character said. I can't even tell you what he said. And then we won't even get into the lack of plot. Like, why was this movie so serious? That's got to be the biggest offense of this. This movie is about sexy stripper men. Why is it so serious? Why is the movie giving gang violence? Like, why is it giving a gang drama movie, a dramedy, if you will? Like, why is it so serious? Like, why is it taking itself so serious? Like, why was there like 3 intense ass scenes in this stripper movie? Like, what? Like, I just wanted to see a cute little stripper performance. I would just see a cute little love story with Johnny Tatum and Miss Girl. None of those things happened. The performances were weak. Like, I wouldn't even get into how, like, the performances were not performing. Like, I don't... Girl, how long did they have to train for this movie? Because clearly they didn't train long enough. Because those performances were not given. They were not given. Channing is the only person who ate up his performance. Like, the lack of plot, child. Like, oh god. Like, and then don't even get me started with Channing's romance with the sister, or lack thereof. Like, they really had me in the first like 2 acts. I was like, ooh, they're kind of cute. I can't wait to see them get together. Girl, they ain't never get together. What? I'm so upset. Like, literally the last scene of the movie is Channing missing his last performance as a stripper and being like, I'm putting my stripper days behind me. And he's gonna get with the sister, and they're sitting at like the table in their house. He's like, ooh, let's go get something to eat. And the movie ends. I said, I don't even remember, but I'm pretty sure they don't even kiss. They don't even kiss. Like, did Channing Tatum sign like a contract where he's like not gonna kiss in the movie? Because he doesn't kiss the girl in the second movie. Well, in the second movie, the main girl, it wasn't like very romantic. We'll get into it when we get into it. But I was waiting the whole movie because it was the only storyline I was like following after things got boring. I was like, this romance is kind of okay. Like, it's the only part of the movie I'm still watching for. And they don't even get together. Like, they have a weird ass, intense ass falling out where the sister is like, I don't want my brother stripping no more. And Channing's like, I don't know, I didn't choose the stripper lifestyle. The stripper lifestyle chose me, is basically what he said. And then they just make up afterwards because he missed his performance and he said he's gonna put just stripping days behind him. Be fucking for real. To sum it all up, don't see Magic Mike 1. Just watch the second one. Alright, now let's get into the actual good Slay movie. Magic Mike 2. XXL. Yes! Who else cheered? Who else cheered? Cheer! Okay, now, I gotta talk about a few things before we get into the other movie. What the hell was going on in the writer's room? What was going on in the production team? What was going on in the director's meeting? Because why are these two movies completely different? Different genre, different aesthetic, different vibe. Like, what happened in between movies? Like, did they get a different production crew or different writer? They clearly got different writers. Like, clearly they got different writers. I don't feel like looking it up. But, like, literally, like, different movies. Totally, like, are they set in the same universe? I can't even tell. I don't know. Anyways, so this movie is giving very much. The first movie was giving slow and intense indie, nasty yellow filter, boring boy movie. And then the second movie is giving a fun boy movie with little performative sort of feminism undertones, but it is giving like fun boy road trip stripper movie. And it's fun. Like it's fun. Like it's like summer blockbuster fun time. I'm just gonna say fun for the whole family. No, it's not. It's rated R. Um, it's basically fun for the whole movie. Like, take your grandma to see it. Yeah, I think she would like it. But yeah, like the second movie is giving a fun road trip movie. And like, if you know, road trip movies are like some of the easiest movies to do. And it worked. Like, all they had to do was they just refined the characters and the plot. They made it simple. They cut out all that extra mumbo jumbo. They gave the characters, the members of the, I don't even remember what is the stripper team called? I don't even remember. But they gave the members like personalities, because in the first movie they were literally background props. Like, they were just there. Now these are my boys. Like, I left them actually. Like, why did the stripper team become my most new favorite characters of all time now? Like, what happened? Like, how we go from snooze fest 1 star nasty sweaty smelly straight aganda to these are now my boys, my new faves, feminaganda. Like, what happened in between movies? Okay, so first thing that the movie did well is they got rid of Alex Pettyfer and Matthew McConaughey. Everybody clapped. Who else cheered? Who else cheered? Because the way this movie got significantly better once they told us that those two were not going to be in the movie, I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Because why did that one change literally change the entire movie? Literally, the second movie, like, one of the first scenes is the stripper team. Okay, so wait, actually, blah, blah, I have to like tell you what happened. So in the first movie, Channing's like, I'm putting stripper days behind me. And then he gets with the sister. And then in the second movie, it opens with him in his little new business. He's like a carpenter. I don't know. The home renovator, something. I don't, who cares? It's not important. And he's like, he broke up with the sister off screen. I don't know. Maybe I just need to rewatch the movie, but I don't even think they tell us what happened to Alex Pettyfer's character. They tell us what happened to the sister, but not Alex Pettyfer, which I'm not really complaining because who cares about him? But it's just kind of like, okay, just don't tell us what happened to him. All right. But apparently him and the sister broke up off screen. He was literally gonna marry her. That's crazy. They were only together for, there's been like, in between movies, it's been like 3 years. He was like gonna marry her. That's weird. And they like broke up and he's like sad and bitter now. Now he's gonna go out with the boys to the stripper convention. And now he's a bachelor. Ooh. But yeah, anyways, with it, one of the first scenes is the stripper team sending Channing Tatum, Mike, a letter being like, hey, yo, Matthew McConaughey dead. I was like, no, because dude, when I first heard that, I was like, no, they did not. No, they did not kill this man. And I was like, I'm not mad. That's fine. I was like, no way. Matthew McConaughey couldn't come back for the second movie, so they killed him off. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? But then he pulls up to the place and they're actually like, huh, psych. We're just, that was a hashtag prank to get you back on the team. I was like, oh. I was so excited. I really thought that they killed this man. I thought they killed this man off. I would be like, Magic Mike 2 is crazy, a crazy movie. They killed this man. But no, he just like doesn't work for the stripper team anymore. He like went somewhere. I don't know. Who cares where he went? It's not important. One he only gets brought up like 1 or 2 times in the entire movie, and it's for jokes to be like, Matthew McConaughey character was so crazy. Remember him? And then we move on. Which, like, immediate claps. I clapped and I cheered. Like, they already earned their woke points for getting rid of those two. Yes. Now, here's how they earn their next few woke points. This movie arguably is a feminist icon movie. I'm so kidding. No, because I went on Letterboxd. Tell me why all the girlies were saying this is a feminist movie. Be serious. Like, the movie is a little cute. It gives a little performative feminism here and there. But a feminist movie, like, relax. Relax. I mean, I understand. Okay, we'll get into why they think that. So the guys are going to the stripper convention and they're like, we gotta put on our last performance, which weird because there's gonna be a third movie, and the third movie's called The Last Dance. Okay, and I'm gonna be seated, and I'm gonna be fucking seated for Magic Mike 3. Yes. How embarrassing. But and they're going to the stripper convention, and it just turned into a road trip movie, which is always fun and easy, which is all that they needed. That's all that you need to fill out time between stripper performances is just some simple fun plot, simple boy bro hangout fun times. Like, that's so fun. Like, you would think this movie being carried by a group of men would be icky and very boy movie TM. But it's not. Like, I literally thought I was part of the pack. Like, I was like, oh my god, those are my BFFs. Yes, those are my BFFs the entire movie. Oh my god, should we talk about the scene? The gas station scene? The gas station scene. Y'all, I lost my shit. So let me set the scene. So I get done watching the first movie, right? And I'm like, ugh, that was fucking ass. I don't even want to watch the second movie. So I pulled the second movie and I just like skim through it to see what's going on. And then I see the gas station scene. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Maybe I need to watch. Maybe I need to watch. But okay, so part of the like plot of this one is that each of the main guys are trying to come up with a new routine, and that's their entire plot. Their movie is they're trying to get their new gimmick, their new little their new little gimmick, their new little thing for their performance at the convention. And oh my god, Donald Glover is in this movie. I'll talk to him about him later. Um, what's his face? Matt Bomer Slay. Mr. Richie. Mr. Richie. No, because why did I want him so bad? Like, I needed him so bad, guys. I needed him so bad. Like, that gas station scene was so, like, okay, let me set the scene. So, the thing is, Richie's character, he's like a dilf. And he's trying to come up with his new move, and he like lost his confidence, I think, because like he like got dumped by some girl. So he's like, oh man, I don't have the confidence to perform again. And then Channing Tatum's like, what are we? Wildcats, get your hand in the game. No, he's like, what are we? Male entertainers. What are we? Male entertainers. That's so cute. And so they stop at this gas station, and it's literally so cute. Like, you don't understand. You don't understand. They're like trying to hype him up and be good BFFs to their friend. It is so beautiful. They're trying to hype him up and be like, "No, man, you got this. You could perform." And they see the cashier girly in the gas station, and Channing's like, oh, "Why am I actually tearing up? This is so embarrassing." The Magic Mike 2 movie makes me cry. Hold on. That's embarrassing. Anyways, they see the cashier girly in the gas station, and Channing's like, "Ooh, I bet you can make that girly smile with your performance." And it's like, no, cause when they pointed to the cashier girl at this, I was like, oh shit, oh no, they're gonna try to get him to freaking lap dance her or something, and it's gonna be really awkward. But no, they just said that you can make her smile. That's so sweet. Can you tell that the the bar for men is on the freaking floor? The bar for men is on the floor. But that sounds so mean. So they're just like they just want to make the cashier girly smile because she was looking a little down. And then he's like, no, because the line where he's like, that girl, and and the girl in question, she's kind of a bigger girl. And I thought they were gonna insult her. I was so terrified for my life. When he was like, that girl, I thought he was gonna I thought it was gonna start giving fat phobia. I really did. Like, I was really scared. Who else was scared? Raise your hand if you were scared. But no, he was just like, oh, that girl, she looks so sad. She looks like she never even smiled in her life. I was like, oh, thank fucking God. Thank God. I cannot do no phobia. That was too hard. But no, he just wanted to make the girlie smile, and he goes into the gas station and he gives a little performance. I gagged actually, cause he literally he chewed that performance up. He chewed, and it was to what was the song? Um. I want it that way. And it's so cute. It's literally so cute. They're like the other guys are standing outside looking through the window and like being like, yeah, Richie. And I literally smiling ear to ear, like, ah! And then he like he does the thing in the performance, and then he's like, "How much for the Cheetos and water?" And then the girlie smiles, and they're like, "Yeah, that's so cute." Ugh, my heart is so full. Actually, that's a good serotonin booster. Ugh, who needs a medicine when you have Magic Mike too? Yeah, but that's fun. Richie, call me. Richie, if you are free on a Thursday night when I am free, which is a Thursday night, and if you're free on the Thursday night, and if we're both free on the Thursday night, then you can hang out. If we're both free on the Thursday night, then we can hang out. Okay, thank you. Um, so then, oh, and then they stop at a beach, and they meet, Miss Girl. What's her name? What is the main girl? Zoe. Channing Tatum's character runs into Miss Zoe, Miss Bicon Zoe. They like start chit chatting. Oh no no no! I missed the scene. I missed the scene. The literal most slayful scene in all of Magic Mike franchise. The the drag show. They go to a drag show and I lost my mind. I lost my mind. They were at a drag show without the drag queens, and I thought, once again, I thought it was gonna start giving homophobia. I thought it was gonna start giving homophobia, and I was scared for my life. I was gripping the pillow. It was like, don't give, please don't be homophobic. Please don't be homophobic. Please don't be homophobic. But no, they're just sitting in the drag during the drag show in the bar. They're having a good time. And then the drag queen on stage is like, who wants to come up here? And then they go up on stage and I'm getting too excited. Channing I'm crying. Oh my god. And and then Channing Tatum's character gets up on the stage and start hitting a little Vogue, and he do a death drop. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I didn't know Channing Tatum was getting down like that. And then the other boys, they were all right. But they were hitting the little Vogue. They hit some whacking. They hit the death drop. I was like, wait a minute. Maybe they serve the girls and the gays well, actually. Maybe it's not giving propaganda or performative. But no, because why did he eat that? Why did he eat that? Ugh, so good. Like, I was like, that scene alone ate up the entirety of whatever the first movie was. Like, first movie didn't give us voguing death drop Channing Tatum. It didn't give us I Want It That Way gas station scene. It didn't give us Bicon Zoe. Like, boo. The first movie. But I literally lost my mind again during that drag show. I was like, why were they eating up this drag performance? Like, that was so good. I ate it up. I ate it up. No crumbs on the plate. No, because what Channing Tatum know about voguing? He ate that. He ate that. Okay, so then the next scene is them on the beach, but then Channing Tatum runs into Miss Bicon Zoe, and they start chit-chatting it up and being like, ooh, you were at the drag show? Ooh, I was at the drag show too. And Miss Zoe is like, well, I'm not in a boy phase right now. I was like, ah! She just like me for real. Me watching the first movie, I'm not in a boy phase right now. I'm not into men right now. She's real, actually. And so the scene plays out like how you would have thought. Like, oh my god, the main guy is trying to get with the girl and they're gonna hook up. But no, he like respects her wishes, which I know it's bottom of the barrel. I know it's bottom of the barrel. I know. But he like respects that she is not trying to get with someone right now, and he like steps away. And I said, this is bare minimum, but I appreciate it. It's bare minimum. It's very bare minimum, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I do. Oh my god. I literally forgot their their RV or whatever crashes. It's so crazy and dramatic. Their manager or whoever is in the hospital. Like, it gets crazy, guys. And so then they gotta stay and they gotta find somewhere else to stay for the night. And then they turn up at Miss Jada Pinkett's house. Miss Jada Pinkett Smith. They turn up at Miss Jada Pinkett Smith's house. And apparently her and Channing had a little history. And it's it made me a little uncomfortable. I don't know. Something about her. Their tension was weird. I didn't like it. I was like, this is when they like made out. I was like, okay, like what the, like what, like. So they show up at Miss Jada Pinkett Smith's house because her house is like, she's running her own little, she's running her own black owned business with her own stripper club at her house or her mansion or whatever. I'm like, ooh, support black owned businesses, support black girl bosses. Yes. And her club is filled with a lot of black girlies. I was like, ooh, it's slay. So they get to the house and they're like, "Yo, Miss Girl, Channing used to work for her." And they're like, "Yo, I know we didn't have the greatest time the last time we spoke, but can I stay at your place with me and my guys?" And Miss Jada is like, "No, why would I do that?" And she was, wait, no. I think she says yes. And then Channing's like, huh, also, can you like host our team at the convention? And she was like, no, that was not in the original contract. And it's a whole thing, and they're like, oh my god, and then the scene where Jada is like, "Hey, ladies, we have an old member of our club here. Let's see what he's really about." And then Channing gets on that dance floor and he tear the girlies up. He shows what it's really like to be the magic, to put the magic in the mic. She, he put the magic in the mic. He put the magic in the mic. Also, Donald Glover's there. His character, he was there. Like, his character's cutesy. His whole gimmick was being a cutesy sing-song boy. Okay. He was cute, I guess. Like, what did he give in this movie besides his addition to their in performance in that car scene, which we'll get to the car scene in a second. And so then Channing does his little dance with the girl. Ooh, he get into he danced with the two girlies. I was like, wait a second. And it was really good. I think they get kicked out. I don't remember what happens. I blacked out after that performance. So I don't know what happened. So but they don't stay there. And so yeah, she's like, no, you can't stay here. Okay, after he just gave you that performance, girl, you better than me. And so they're like, okay, we gotta stay somewhere else. Oh, I remember. Jada is like, okay, I'll get Donald Glover because she like works. Donald Glover works for her. I don't know the lore. I literally just watched the movie like a couple of days ago. I don't know the lore. Um, he's like, okay, you can't stay here, but I'll get Donald Glover to drive you to your next destination or whatever. And they're like, okay. And so then Donald Glover is like driving them to their next destination, and they're like talking and stuff. And he's talking with what's his face? Ooh, it's not Tidor. It's Ken. Ken, I know what you are. I know what you are. That man is not straight. Like, is he gay? Is he bi? Like, why was he flirting? Huh? Like, him and what was Donald Glover's character? Andre. Donald Glover's character's name is Andre. Mr. Kendall, which was his little stripper name or whatever. Him and Andre were flirting in that car. They were talking about like their lives and stuff. Talking about, yeah, so I grew up in blah 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 blase, and I did this blah 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 blase before I was a stripper. And oh, I this is my gimmick, and this is why I sing songs. And my name is Andre. And I was like, why are you flirting right now? Like, get a room, get a room. They were up in the front two seats, just chatting. Like, also, it's just the way the shot was, the scene was filmed and shot. Because this scene did not need to be in the movie. Like, why did you need to show it unless you wanted to express a relationship between the two? Because it's not even like a funny scene where they're like talking away, being like bros, bros. And then like the people in the back like interrupt and be like, "Oh, joke," or something. No, they were literally just talking uninterrupted for like a good 5-7 minutes of a scene. I was like, are they about to fuck? I was like, get a room. Like, what? Why are you flirting right now? What? Anywho, so they pull up to the new destination, and I forget. Is it Richie? My man, Richie. Um, Himbo King as well. Like, I'm gonna eat up a himbo character. One thing about me, I'm gonna eat up a himbo character. Um, they get up to the new crib and they're like, "Oh, my friend said we can stay here." I mean, and then they pull up to the crib and what do they see? A bunch of wine moms coming out of the kitchen, being like, "Ooh, who are they? Handsome young men." Not gonna lie, I was a little uncomfortable, and so were they. Um, they were like being real weird with my boys, my boys. They were being weird. Get your hands off. I'm kidding, but they come in and the Y moms are like, "Ooh, what? Like, why are you? Who are ye?" And they're like, Yeah, we're supposed to be looking for Sarah or whoever the friends. I don't remember this friend's name. They're like, "Oh, Sarah's not here right now." And then Sarah comes in with her friend, and guess who's Sarah's friend? Miss Bicon Zoe. And they were like, oh, dun dun dun. Oh my god, we meet again. And so Mike, Channing Tatum, I have not been referring to Channing Tatum's character as Mike this entire time. His name is in the title of the movie. I don't know why I'm not performing. I don't care. Channing Tatum and Zoe, they go in and Zoe's like, "Well, I'm not like the other girls," and and he's like, and then Channing Tatum is like, "Well, I'm not like the other guys." That's basically the conversation. And they're like, and Channing Tatum is like, "Well, I'm a feminist," and Zoe's like, "Mm-hmm, mm-hmm." That's literally the entire conversation. The conversation is, I'm not like other girls. I'm not like other guys. I'm a feminist, and I support I support you being into girls right now. But it was done in a tasteful way though. The gag is that I wasn't annoyed by it. The Y moms and the guys are like talking and they're like, "Okay, we're strippers." And then the Y moms get excited or whatever. And then it turns really sweet again. And the guys are just talking about, no, the Y moms are like going on about how like their husbands suck and how they're not pleasing them no more. And the guys are like giving them a pep talk and they're like, you gotta you gotta demand what you want. You gotta demand for your what you want in in that relationship. And it's really cute. And they sing a song. Like, why why did this turn into a musical all of a sudden? They sing a song and it's I'm poorly explaining it now. And they sing a song and it's really cute and one of the moms gets like a lap dance and and yeah, it's really entertaining. It's really funny when they start just Mr. Kendall just starts busting out a song. It's like, it's corny and it's cringy and it's also really cute and sweet, and I eat it up. Really fun. Okay, so we're wasting so much time. We finally get to the dang convention, and I don't even remember what happens in between. Literally, the entire movie is just the boys being so sweet and male friendship being non-toxic, and it's them hyping each other up. Oh, so sweet, so cute. That's why it's so sweet and so cute, and I love it so much. Anyways, they pull up to the convention center, and they're like, they have to throw together their routine in like 0.2 days or whatever. And Jada Pinkett Smith is like, okay, I'll host. And the wine moms are like, okay, I'll help you. And then Jada Pinkett Smith comes out and starts like prepping up and like introducing the boys. And the real message of the movie comes around full circle. And the real message of the movie is female pleasure is okay. And I think that's really sweet. I think I think they kind of executed it really well. Cause you know, with the scene in the gas station and the wine moms and Bicon Zoe, and every like it's about like, and the movie is trying to portray the fact that for once the women are uh in control. They are the ones that get to be the focus. They're the ones who get to be demanding and know what they want. Whether they executed that 100% well and that they didn't give a little performative, a little, just a little performative. They still got their message across, and I ate it up, even if it was bare minimum. No, Ken's performance. Am I really this easy? Is it really that easy to please me and to entertain me? Okay, so two of the other members perform, and who cares? Their performances are okay. But then we get to my man Kendall. No. Matt Bomer as Ken in the upcoming Barbie movie. When? What? Like, he would have ate Ryan Gosling up. Are you joking? He dances to and sings live Untitled How Does It Feel? Do, 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 do. And he devours his performance. Like, I don't think you understand. What get copyrighted? Like, he absolutely choose. He choose this. Look at my man. Ah! Why is it giving that one musical number from Family Guy? What's his? I don't know. I don't watch Family Guy, but it's that one character who sings about the mom. It was giving that, but is that the actor who plays him? Because am I crazy? Or their voices kind of sound similar. Anyways, like it's giving Justin Timberlake Mr. Shoe if they slayed. It's giving Mr. Shoe from Glee if he slayed. Like, he wishes he could give a performance. He wish he could give what was being given here. Now we get into the best performance, arguably, as my man Richie. So first we got Donald Glover. Who was his character's name again? Andre. He comes out. Honestly, not Donald Glover's best performance. They're singing Marry You by Bruno Mars, which I'm so sick of that song. Oh my god, that song is so overdone. But it's alright. He's singing it. And Richie come out and he in a tuxedo. I forgot to give a backstory. So like when they're in the RV and I think they're like getting high or something. Like after the gas station scene and they're coming up with new ideas for the performance. He's like, I want to propose. And he's like high on thoughts. He's like, I want to propose. I want my performances to be like getting married. And it's really cute and sweet. Anyway, so then his performance is he comes out in tuxedo and he grabs some random girl and he gives her the flowers and he gets a ring and it's really cute. Like you just have to watch it yourself. Like I can't explain to you what's going on. And they put her in the six swing and then it gets crazy and then he like jumps on like the bars and then and he's like and then it's 9 Inch Nails and then taking off his shirt and then oh my god and then the girl in the swing is like and then he jumps on and then and then you're screaming, and then it's crazy, and oh god, and he eats. So that's the play-by-play. And then we get to Channing's performance. Now it's very hard to top what Mr. Ritchie just did here. Did he top Mr. Ritchie's performance? I don't. I don't know. It's debatable. It's debatable. Anyways, he comes in with one of Jada Pinkett Smith's characters. It's a popular actor. I'm so sorry for not remembering his name. But how do they expect me to remember this character's name or this actor's name when he's barely in the movie? They barely show him. Racism, methinks. He eats up a performance just as much as Channing Tatum, and he's barely shown. Like, makes me so upset. So Jada Pinkett Smith is like, okay, introducing the next performance. And they go into the crowd and they see Miss Bicon Zoe in there. And they're like, come on up, girl. And they bring some other random girl. And they come in and they do the dance and it's crazy. And they come in and they got and he's smooth with it. Look, he's smooth with it. No, but the thing that really got me is that they were like doing some acrobatics type stuff. They were being lifted up and then rolled on the ground and then rolled back over and then tumble and then like they get on top of their shoulders and then they get turned over and then on their stomach and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Who signs up for this? Like the poor random girl in the crowd. She didn't. I mean, well, Zoe didn't sign up for this either. But I'm just mean like on set for the movie, they had to like practice. Like that's too much. If I was Miss Zoe, I would be like, I didn't sign up for this. Like I'm gonna throw up my lunch. Like why am I getting tossed and turned and it's topsy turvy and it's getting crazy and like I was watching it getting dizzy. I was like, hold on now. Like they're in a I hate that song. Oh my god. But they're in a chair on the ground and then they get turned upside down and then they're on their shoulder and now they're doing swung around and now they're turning around and then he like bends her over and then we just re explain this to me and then he lays her down and then really smoothly laid her down. It's okay, eat me things. Oh, and then they do this move. This move was so cool. They said bang wang bow. And then ew, I don't want that. Why would you want that in my face? That's gross. And then she on her stomach and then he on top and then it's on the side. And then what the hell? And then boom. Ah! They hit that move. They hit that move. Hold on. Let me show. Boom. Eatery. She's like laying on the floor and then he literally drags her by her legs like this is the exorcist and then she's on his lap and they're like hopping and then he uses his legs to like turn her back over. I was like, this is too much. Like what kind of training and exercise do you gotta do for this? Like that's too like I was getting dizzy. I was getting tired just watching. I was like, I'm out of breath from this right now. I was like, they're doing too much. They're doing too much. And then they go, all I do is win, 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 win. The song plays and everyone is they're celebrating. And then And then Channing Tatum's character was like, I see you got your smile back. And Zoe's like, I did. That's so sweet. He just wanted to give her, he just wanted to make her shitty date better. And it wasn't giving romance. It wasn't giving, I want to hook up with this girl. They're not going to get together. They don't get together in the end. And they just wanted to be like cool and like cheer her up. That's so sweet. And that's why Magic Mike 2 is actually a feminist movie. I'm kidding. I don't think it's a feminist movie like the weirdos on Letterboxd do. But then the rest of the movie is like, it's literally like 10 minutes of just slow motion celebratory with food trucks, with all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Come on, I'm my mind, and I never give it up. And then I was sitting on my bed right here, watching it, being like, and they stay there, and they stand there, up, down, ah. I was getting my life to the Magic Mike 2 ending. It's so fun. Like, why is this movie so fun? There's no, like, real ending. They're literally just, like, partying in slow motion for, like, 10 minutes. And it's so fun. It's so fun. Did I just crash? Okay. And then it immediately cuts the credits. What is the third movie gonna be about? That was supposed to be their last, literally the beginning of the movie. They're like, we're gonna do our last performance at this convention. There's a third movie. What's the third movie gonna be about? All I know is that if they cast Uggos for the third movie, I'm gonna be really upset. Because they're most likely gonna give us new characters in the third movie. If it's a bunch of more ugly people, I don't want it. Because they were already, like, pretty good-looking guys, right? And some, like, most of the same cast in the first movie as the second one. And they're, like, pretty good-looking guys. But in the first movie, they made them look so ugly. Like, why'd you make them look so ugly? And they look so like that in the second movie. I don't understand. Like, how could you make my man Richie look like that? How could you make him look like that? I'm so upset. Anyways, I hope the third movie is good. That's why, what am I titling this again? That's why Magic Mike 2 is actually the cutest movie ever, and it's actually going to be a new comfort movie. It is going to go on my girly sleepover, girly, what? G and I, girls night in sleepover movie list. I don't have a list like that on Letterboxd, but I should make one. Oh my god, the movie's on HBO Max? I watched it on an illegal movie website. I didn't know that. Why would I want somebody... I share my HBO Max account with my family. Like, why would I want them to know her about watching Magic Mike? But then it's like, then I would explain to them the way I just explained to it now. The movie's actually really cute. It's really cute, and it's actually really wholesome, and it's about equality. Magic Mike 2 is about equality. It's about women deserve pleasure as much as men. It's about male friendships, non-toxic male friendships. It's about, last but certainly not least, stripping. That is the least... Is it the least interesting part? I mean, it's the third most important part of the movie, I think. Like, if the movie was just, like, boys hanging out and, like, figuring out how to be better to, like, their girlfriends or something, would I watch that movie? Probably. But what I want to watch a movie with fun dancing and performances more? Yeah. So, here's what I want in the third movie. I want the third movie to be full on step up. I want them to break out into dance at random points in the movie. Like, they were already inching their way there with both movies. Like, the first movie is, like, boring, and it's, like, realistic, and it's, like, grounded. Like, who wants that in their dancing stripper movie? Not me. Then the second movie is, like, little fun with the gas station scene, and they broke out to dance there, and it's really fun. And then in the third movie, they need to give us a full-on danceicle dance number in, like, in the middle of the street or something. I don't know. Let me literally look this up. I mean, literally, what are they doing for the third movie? It's supposed to come out Super Bowl weekend, February 10th. The literal straightest weekend of all year is going to be when Magic Mike the Secret Feminism movie is gonna come out. Straight again that wins again. Imagine if Matthew McConaughey returns. I would shoot my laptop. I would go to the store, register for a gun, and shoot my laptop. If Matthew McConaughey is in the third movie and he comes back, I'm over it. I'm over it. I've talked about it long enough. Um, Magic Mike 2 is actually really cute and wholesome and serotonin booster, new favorite comfort movie. This going on my weirdly comforting movie playlist along with like Girl Interrupted or something and like Coraline. And there's literally no correlation between those three movies. What the heck? Literally three different genres, three different audiences. Um, Thank you for listening to me rant about the stripper movie. I have to be quiet now because my mom is like in the next room. And she's probably talking, you know what I mean, talking about stripper movies. Watching I can let her know that I watch rated R movies. Are you insane? Thank you for watching and like and comment and subscribe and share with your people. And maybe I can do like talk about and rant about a new movie every like other week or something. That's fun. All of the brain cells in my brain only are split into it's like 50% like real life and like important things, and the other 50% is literally just like movies and special interests and fictional characters and fiction, and literally it takes up so much brain space. I could literally talk about it for 84 hours, but this video is already getting long. So thank you for watching. Go watch Magic Mike 2. It's literally such a fun time. Go stream it on HBO Max and then go watch the third one when it comes out February 10th, 2023 on Super Bowl weekend. I know what I'll be watching instead of the Super Bowl. Okay. Anyways, bye.